Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and distinguished Toastmaster and dear guests. Welcome to the 83rd meeting of Chalk and Duster Toastmaster Club. My name is Toastmaster Ravinder. Being the Sergeant at Arms, it's my pleasure to be the first speaker for today's meeting. There are 3 rules that we follow during this meeting. We don't discuss about any controversial topics. Second most important, kindly mute yourself if you are not speaking. Third, switch off your camera if you are stepping out of the meeting. So after these rules, I want to reiterate the club mission of Toastmaster International. Here, we provide a sportive and a positive learning experience in which the members are empowered to develop the communication as well as the leadership skills that results in personal growth and self-confidence. So today, we have Toastmaster Manoj. He is having 3 hats. I'm sure he will rock the stage. He is none other than an experienced Toastmaster with Toastmaster International and excellent orator. He has the rich experience of working with Indian Defense Service. Let's welcome presiding officer of the day, Toastmaster Manoj. Over to you, Toastmaster Manoj.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ravinder, for that wonderful introduction and setting the flow of the meeting. So good morning, everybody. We don't have Bhavan, whom I could have wished good evening. So dear friends, today we have got 2 guests. Let's come to know from guest Anand. Could you please introduce yourself? And how did you come to know about our meeting?
Actually, I'm attending continuously when.
Okay.
So my Toastmasters Club meeting and this is Duster's Toastmasters Club meeting, both are overlapping. So today we have the area contest. So I'm very much inclined to attend the Chalk and Toastmasters Club. So that's why I got a lot of insight from this club. So thanks to all the role players. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anand, for being here with us today morning. Next, we go over to Saujanya. Saujanya, could you please introduce yourself?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Saujanya from Hyderabad. This is my first Toastmaster Club joining or session. Anand sir suggested me to join the session so that I can get lots of insights and confidence on how to speak in the in front of everyone, or leadership skills I want to improve. So Anand sir suggested me to join the session. So thank you,
Saujanya,
sir,
for joining us today. We hope you have a good learning experience. So now coming over to, let me wear my hat of being the TMOD of the day with the theme, Tell a Tale. To begin with, all our lives are stories. We need to make it a good one, a readable one, a memorable one. Now let me start with tell a tale about a tale. We must have often heard about this. So let me tell you a tale about a tale. If I can take you back to Mahabharat, after the great war of 18 days, the Pandavas gave their kingdom. They established that peaceful kingdom at Hastinapura. Then they wanted to go to that 4 ashramas we have in Hinduism, like your childhood, then the youth, then the adult period, then you go on Banvas. You go to the forest area to meditate and get enlightenment. So these 5 brothers, along with their wife, Panchali, so they started walking towards Himalayas to get their enlightenment. So as they're walking up the mountain hills, they found a dog following them. Dogs always have a tail which is always cocked. So the dog was following behind Draupadi, their wife. The dog whispered, "Beautiful lady, kind lady, could you please straighten my tail?" Draupadi ignored it. Then the dog again whispered, "Kind lady, if you do not straighten my tail, you lie dead." Now frightened, Draupadi looked back, saw the dog. She had long tresses of hair. She took 3 strands of hair, started winding it in the dog's tail to straighten it. And she was quite happy. She thought, okay, it is now straight. Once she left it, it again became cocked like a dog's tail. Then the dog smiled at her because she has failed, and Draupadi lies dead over there. Then the dog follows the next brother, Sahadev. It also happened with him. Then Nakul. Then the third one, Arjun. Arjun tried to take out one of his arrows from his quiver, tried it, and he was happy. Yes, I'm one of the best archer in the world. I'll be able to make the tail straight. But once he leaves it, the arrow also breaks the tail corpse. Next, it was the case of Bhima. There again, Bhima took out his mace and tied it to the dog's tail. But again, once he leaves it, the mace also breaks dog tails back to the corpse one. So all these 4 brothers, along with the better half, are dead. Now it is following the eldest brother, Yudhishthir. Same trick the dog applies. Great man, look back. I'm following you. Please straighten my tail. Yudhishthir ignore it. Again, he was warned, if you don't do it, you'll be dead. So Yudhishthir stopped. Now the dog went forward. What Yudhishthir did, caught hold of the tail of the dog, pulled it. It became straight. Now the dog was in the front, Yudhishthir following the dog, and they reached heaven. Okay, this is the story I invented today morning to begin a tale. I'll give you all chances to share a tale of your life when you made people smile or laugh. To start with, the flow of the meeting, there are 3 segments. We have a prepared speech segment. We have got 2 wonderful speakers today lined up to share their prepared speeches. Then followed by that, we have the TTM segment, which will be done by none other than Toastmaster Ashok. Sorry, it is Toastmaster Silpi today. And finally, there will be the evaluation segment, which will be done by Siba, the general evaluator. Now, I'd like to hand over the stage to general evaluator Siba to introduce his team members.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. Today, good morning, good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster, my dear guest. So today I'm the general evaluator for today's meeting. So I conduct evaluation portion for the meeting, and I'm evaluating all the meeting, what went well, what went bad, and any feedback from my side. Okay, Toastmaster Manoj, just one need help from you. So I need to introduce everyone.
Yeah, all the 3. Give them a chance to take the stage and tell their roles. Starting with timer, then accounter, then the grammarian.
Sure. So first I'll go to grammarian, who's been listening for good uses. Grammarian, one second. Grammarian.
Is Ashok.
Ashok, Toastmaster Ashok, over to you. Please explain your roles and responsibility for this meeting.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Siba. And good morning to you all, and wishes for all of you to have a great day, Sunday, the holiday. Uh, as I'll be playing the grammarian role in today's meeting, my role will be to observe as a grammarian for proper usage of language, framing of sentences, proper use of grammar in all the speeches being delivered by the speakers. I will also be observing good usage of some good words or sayings, and then I'll come back with my report when called upon. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Siba, General Evaluator.
The word
Thank
of the
you.
day, if you could introduce, if you are
Okay,
prepared with that.
I have one. I'm sorry. I'll introduce word of the day. Today's word of the day is obstinate. OBSTINATE. I repeat, OBSTINATE. Obstinate. Obstinate means a clement, stubborn. Jiddi, you can say in Hindi. Clement, stubborn. Obstinate is the word. I'll be observing all the speakers who use this word. You can use this in a way. I will quote few examples, one or two. He obstinately refused to reconsider his decision. He obstinately refused to reconsider his decision. Unemployment figures are obstinately high. The engine obstinately refused to start. So meaning of the word obstinate is to stubborn, right? So I'll be observing usage of this word too, along with the observing my other rules. Thank you so much. Over to you, Siba.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Ashok. Very well explained about your roles and responsibility and the wonderful word, the obstinate, the word of the day. Okay, I'm coming to the next role segment, is the timer. Toastmaster Imran, over to you. Could you please explain your roles and responsibility for today's call?
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Good morning, my dear fellow Toastmaster and guests. This is your friend Imran from Dhaka, Bangladesh. As a timer, my duty is to time the prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluations. For prepared speech, the time allotted varies as per the project. And will be stated by the evaluator. For instance, for an icebreaker, the time allocated is 4 to 6 minutes. For table topics, the time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes. For evaluation, the time allotted is 2 to 3 minutes. I will display the green screen at the minimum qualified time, yellow screen at the midpoint of the qualifying time, and the red screen at the maximum qualifying time till the end of the speech. Speaker must meet the specified time limit to qualify for the award at the end of the meeting. So for prepared speech and evaluation, the speaker has 30 seconds grace before the minimum qualified time and after the maximum qualifying time. For table topic, there is a grace of 30 seconds only after the red screen is displayed. All speakers who continue to speak beyond the 30-second grace will not qualify for the vote. That's all from my side. I will present my report when called upon by the General Evaluator. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Imran. As always, you explained very well the timer report.
Toastmaster Imran, could you please show the signs that you're going to show for different times?
The red, yellow, and green. Could you please? I can see the black screen.
And we can see the red one. Yeah.
Okay, we can proceed further.
Yeah, we can go to the next role play.
Manoj? Okay. So the next role player is AHA counter. It's Dhanis, Toastmaster Dhanis. Over to you. Please explain your roles and responsibility for today's meeting.
Toastmaster Siba, Danish is not here. He is having some internet issue. So I think we can proceed the meeting. He will join soon.
Yes, then we can skip. Okay, so I'm done with the introduction of the timer. Grammarian and AHA counter will be joining soon. Then we can start the prepared speech.
Okay, thank you, General Evaluator Siva. Before you leave the stage, could you share with us a small little slice of your life when you made people smile or you smiled? A tale from your life, because the best tale is our own life. An incident. Yeah.
Okay, so I can say one incident while I was giving my interview in the second interview, and my interviewer, my mentor, my manager, right? So I had a call with my last to last organization, some organization, and you have an interview with some person, right? So when I joined that meeting, the web meeting, WebEx meeting, then I saw like in front of me, my interviewer, he was smiling, and in backside I was very scared, because what interviewer will ask me, what question I could answer that or not. Then he was very positive, he was always smile, and that smiles give me encourage and too confident ki whatever you know, you can answer it, and whatever confident you have, you can answer it. So that positive smile gives me that encouragement and that confident. I think smile is the best keyword. Like if you smile, then obviously you will get back that smile, and that get back will smile, that will give you confident. And whatever you, but like you know or you don't know, but in that confident, you will do it everything. Yes,
Thank you,
that I
Siva,
can
for
remember.
sharing that wonderful story. Smile hides a mile within. And smile is the best cosmetics in the world. I think yes, travel. I agree with this. Now let's set the ball rolling with two magnificent speakers lined up today. And in these prepared speeches, there are few guests who are new, quite new. This first segment is that of prepared speeches, where we follow different pathways. Once you become a member of Toastmasters, we have different pathways laid out for you. You can choose as per your taste, then follow that. Then there are different guidelines how you can give your speeches. So based on the guidelines, these prepared speakers, they prepare their speech and deliver it. And it is in turn assessed by some evaluator. So today's first prepared speaker is TM Ravinder, an enthusiastic woman, an enterprising author, and the key cornerstone of Chalk and Duster Club. She is the sergeant at arms and always handy to take on any responsibilities. Now, look at me. Does it signify anything? It's a cross. You can say it's a plus sign. Okay. You can say it's a cross. Jesus on the cross, or even I crossed. Your ego crossed, you become a real human. It can be interpreted in various ways. So this is the language of unspoken words. You can. What am I doing? Yeah, baby. So this is what Toastmaster Ravinder is going to do body language, the unspoken words, and she's going to talk about, she's attempting a project L2P2 from the pathways, presentation mastery for 5 to 7 minutes timer. So Toastmaster Ravinder, universal language, Toastmaster Ravinder. The stage is all yours.
Ravinder, you are talking on mute. Please unmute.
Okay. Now I am audible. Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. Do you know what is universal language? Today I will talk about the universal language that we all use, but no one paying attention to this. Yes, I'm right. No one paying attention to this. Hello, Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster, and dear guest. Have you got the idea of this universal language? Yes. This universal language is our body language. I repeat, universal language is our body language. We usually convey a lot more than the words. It speaks a lot about us. It's a wonderful communication. Without speaking, yes, without speaking, we can convey our message. We can reveal our thoughts, our feelings, as well as our intentions. Let me give you one example. Imagine a person with crossed arm and frown on his face. What would you assume? Anyone? I will let you know. You will think that he is unapproachable. He's not friendly. He's angry. He's not open to the ideas. Next situation is there. Imagine a person with a relaxed arm and a beautiful smile with open arms. This will give a different message. The person is friendly, welcoming, and open to our conversation. So, different body language, different message. The way we use our body language, it can make a significant difference. How we perceive others and how others perceive us totally depends upon our body language. So we should focus on that. Let me share a few body language tips that we should use during our conversation. Like first one, the most important one, maintain eye contact. Yes, eye contact is a wonderful tool to connect with the people, to maintain the trust as well as the connection with the people. When we make the eye contact with the other person, then we signal the other person that we are here, we are present, we are engaged, we are listening to him. This means listening is the another part of communication. So after maintaining eye contact, next come to the second tip, body posture. It not only makes us confident, authoritative, it will make us feel more focused one. Like, don't stand on one leg or like on a dais. An invisible dais, don't stand like this. Like a dais is holding your weight, or you are just putting all of your weight on the dais. So always watch your weight as well as your body posture. So after eye contact, then body posture, next come to your gestures. Gestures generally emphasize our points. Just focus on our points, whether we should use it or not. That depends upon the situation. So it is always suggested to use these gestures moderately. Let's pointing someone with the finger or nodding too much of your head. It will irritate the speaker as well as the listener. So use moderately. After eye contact, body posture, then gesture. The last come to your facial expression, because facial expressions can reveal a lot about our emotion state. We can say that our facial expression speaks louder than the words. We must say they can speak 1000x, yes, 1000x than our words. So if I say that eye contact, body postures, gestures, as well as the facial expressions are the wonderful tip. So do you know the Albert Mehrabian? Anyone from the audience? No one? No worry, I will explain
Yes,
about
ma'am.
it. Albert Mehrabian was a psychologist as well as a professor in University of California. He developed a rule known as 7-38-55 of body language. 7% account for anyone? Words.
The verbal communication.
Yeah. 7% accounts for the words that we use in our communication. And 38% accounts for the tonality in which we are using those words. And the rest, the maximum share goes to 55%. That is the facial expression, how we are expressing while communicating. So I think now you have understand 7, 38, and 55 of Albert Mehrabian. If I will share one more example with you, I don't have a problem with you, then what you will think about me? I am saying something, but depicting something else. I am ignoring you all. I am showing disinterest in you. So always focus on 7, 38, 55. Never underestimate these points, because it doesn't mean that 55% will lead you to success. It further depends upon 38%. And 38% will let you down. It is strong enough because tonality will change the game. Then this 38% further depends upon the 7%, that is your content, that are the words, which kind of words you are using. So never forget the rule of 7, 38, and 55 of Mehrabian, of body language. I hope you all have understood the body language. That is the wonderful part or the crucial part of the communication. From now onward, I pledge that even in the next virtual meeting, I will focus on the body language, because unintentionally as well as intentionally, body language playing a wonderful role in one's development. So use your body language effectively and let it help you in improving your relationship, improving your professional life, as well as your personal life. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ravinder, for sharing this, not only sharing your talk, but your whole body did speak. Whatever you spoke, you exemplified that on the screen. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Now coming on to the next speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Pitambaram. He is attempting level 4 speech. Engaging humor. The pathway is engaging humor. It's a level 4 speech. And here he faces the challenge of delivering 2 impromptu speeches. Timer you have to note, he's going to deliver 2 speeches. The duration is 2 to 3 minutes. So the first speech, once it begins, you time it for 3 minutes. That is 2 minutes you have to show the green, 2.5 amber or yellow, and 3 minutes red. Then I'm going to give him another topic. Again, the timing will start. That is 1 to 3 minutes. So 2 minutes green, 2.5 amber, and 3 minutes red. Understood, Imran?
Yes, I understood. Please let me fix
Okay.
my timer card. Please give me
Okay,
a
sure.
few seconds.
So in this wonderful thing that we are going to see for the first time in our club, somebody attempting 2 impromptu speeches as a part of prepared speech. And what he has to, the challenge is to induce humor into whatever he speaks within those 3 minutes. Those 3 magical minutes, he has to induce humor into that. And the topics, I'll be reading it out. And he has to select and speak. Once timer is ready, I'm going to give the topic to him.
Toastmaster of the day, can you please ask Imran to stop sharing? Otherwise, I will not be in a position to. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
No,
so
so-
dear Pitambaran, if I send you message or any sign that
You
will
can
work?
you can just what I put this thing in the gallery mode only. I am not going, don't spotlight me. Okay. What you can do is at green, you can raise your hand. Okay. Or even you can leave a text message in the chat. It's fine with me. I have no issues. I will be able to manage it within that time.
Esther is ready if she's going to help us out in this segment.
What is the problem? If you need the timer, the flash card, I can do. I can have the timer. If you are
Right.
having the problem.
Esther, we need to flash it 2 to 3 minute speeches, 2 of them, one after another. So at 2 minutes, you have to show us the green, 2.5 yellow, 3 red.
Yeah, okay.
If you are ready, we'll start.
Two of them means who is that? Who are they?
Pitambaran is going to speak.
Toastmaster
He's going to
Manoj.
tell you.
Toastmaster
Yes.
Manoj.
Yeah.
Would you mind if I explain the project in a bit more
Sure.
detail?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, and my dear friends. Don't time me now. This is a particular project which is there in level 4 of path engaging humor, and this is a mandatory project when it comes to level 4 of engaging humor. The pathway what I chose is engaging humor, and the level is level 4, and the mandatory project shows that I need to deliver 2 speeches, 2 impromptu speeches of 2 to 3 minutes within this time. So it will be like I gave around 7 topics to choose to the Toastmaster of the day. From that, he can ask any of that. Okay, and the moment I get a topic, I will be start speaking on it for 2 to 3 minutes, 2 minutes green, 2.5 minutes yellow, and 3 minute red, maximum 3 minutes 30 seconds. Once I complete that one and back to the Toastmaster of the day, he can read out the second topic, and then
We can hear you.
then the second topic the same way. So 2 to 3 minutes. So total it is like 2 topics, 2 speeches of 2 to 3 minutes. I hope it is clear to all. And it is a mandatory project in level 4, not an optional one. So I choose, I'm trying it. Let me see how I can make it. So Toastmaster Manoj, it's
Yeah.
Thank you.
Manoj, can I interrupt? Yeah,
Yeah.
after 2 minutes, we give 30 seconds grace period, right?
See,
After 2
2
minutes.
minutes green.
After 3 minutes, sorry.
After 3 minutes, 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
30 seconds. So then only I'll flash the red card.
No,
in
no,
case-
no.
3 minutes you flash the red.
No.
Okay,
But-
okay,
Flash the red at 3 minutes.
okay.
Okay. What is
Okay.
impromptu? Let me try it. Thank you,
Yes.
Manoj.
Okay,
Let me
It's
get
clear,
my
it's clear.
ready.
We'll wait for Esther to fix it.
Yeah,
Then we'll start.
I'll get the background ready. Yeah, 1 minute. Canvas card.
In the meantime, to lighten the mood, if I could request ATM PB to share a moment when he smiled or made somebody smile.
Can you repeat that?
When you smiled or you made somebody smile, an incident, a real life incident from your life.
Making myself smile first, before I make others to smile, right? That is the right thing. And here I can say, as Shiba is smiling, Manoj is in half smile mode, and Ravinder is, of course, in a full bright smile, just because, see, the moment when we speak to someone, the reason, yeah, now cameras are on, yes, Ashok is also smiling. Why? Because we don't have to be obstinate that, no, I won't smile. No. The smile you share to one, it radiates in multiples. So definitely smiling is the best tool which you can communicate to anyone in the world, and which can diffuse even obstinate moments. If you smile at someone, definitely they are forced to smile you back, even though they don't want, but then later they realize, no, I can't stop giving a smile back to him. I have enough and more experience on that, but even now it's happening. So it's a flashing of feelings, in fact. Thank you.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Pitambaram. Timer, you are ready? Okay. So with that, we start today's second prepared speaker. It's a mix of preparedness as well as impromptu. So the topic that I'm going to pose or give it to DTM Pitambaram is care what you eat, DTM Pitambaram. Care what you eat, DTM Pitambaram. The stage is yours.
How many of you really care before you eat something? If it's at home, yes, there are hands raised. If it's at home, you're okay, because you know that home, everything is being done fresh and well. If it's in a restaurant, you may be going through the menu and later on coming up with some sort of suggestions. And if it's in an obstinate mood, you may be even not knowing what exactly you're eating. Now, let me explain to you one of my experience, what actually happened. I was a boy of 13 years, and the ration shop, which we call it, in ration shop, was almost 1.5 kilometers away from my home. So I need to go there by walk, because my mom, she didn't allow me to go by bus. And cycle, at that time it was, I don't have a cycle. So what I did is, I went there, and by the time when I was returning, after buying the ration, I was having sugar bag with me, like it's approximately 2 kg of sugar. I was having a lot of rigidness in me, because my mom, she didn't allow me to go by bus. And with that angriness, I always used to pick a handful of sugar, put it in my mouth. Walk few meters, continued. Another 50 meters, 100 meters, continued. By the time I reached home, my mom, when she transferred this sugar into the, the Horlicks bottles, which we normally use at home, 500 grams each can carry. This sugar is of 2 kg, and what she could pour is almost only 1.5 bottles. So the remaining sugar, entire thing I ate. But after reaching home, I was flat on the floor. I drink little water. For me, that day, I don't know exactly what's happening with me. Then somehow, my mom asked me, what happened? What happened to the remaining sugar? Because she realized, seeing me, that something went wrong. I was an obstinate child. So I said, I ate it. Believe me, she took me to the hospital, and I had to undergo like couple of hours in the hospital to bring back me into normalcy. Since then, I decided we need to be a bit more careful under whatever circumstances. Before eating something, be more careful. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you for that wonderful humorous story. Now, your second challenge, the first alphabet, DTM Pitambaram, the first alphabet.
What is the first alphabet you ever uttered? A, B, C? Like whatever language you learn, you may be remembering that knowingly this is an alphabet and reading it like when you go to the classes or when your parents start teaching you. But majority of us, I don't know about many of you, but majority of us are not that type of a category people who went to the LKG first, then we were directly enrolled into the first standard. We are lucky lot. Now we don't have to study in the very early stage of our life. Now, traditionally, in my place in Kerala, there is a function called, when you start writing for the first time, it is need to be done in a holy place. So on a special occasion, we call it Saraswati Puja. On that day, it happens. So it can be even the next temple or someone famous or some great poets, artists, they used to come and help you to write your first alphabets. That's how you are. They will try to hold your finger and write in the rice. And if it is in a temple, the priest, he will write these alphabets on your tongue using a golden ring. Now, I do remember these things happening with me. I was taken to the temple, sitting in front of the priest, and he was writing. I don't remember even what all things he wrote, or he asked me to utter back. What I remember is, when he asked me to tell pa is, or P. Now, when you say it in P, we used to tell in pa, it's okay, pa, I said pa. When he said pa means double P it's going to be. I said pa. And the entire place, everyone there started smiling or even laughing. I was not knowing this, but I realized something went wrong. I looked at my mom. She was the most furious person on that day I have seen, because her child not only disobediently said something, insulted the priest. She was thinking that way, and the priest was also laughing. But later I realized that pa means when you are rejecting someone and saying something in a different way. Pa, get lost. That sort of a tone it is. So the first alphabet I remember always is that pa, in which was a bit of abusive in a different meaning, but realize that when we need to speak, our tone makes a difference. So be careful when you speak for the next time, especially unknown words. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, DTM PB. You exemplified a level 4 speech in a unique way. It's quite new to all of us. I think it's a great learning for all of us. When you reach that level, maybe we'll try to emulate the way you did it today. Now, coming on to my theme today, Pele Pale. The human life, my life, your life, is a journey from cradle to the coffin, from womb to the tomb. from lullaby to the lament. In between, the interim period is what is a big story. That's why even in Toastmasters, we're encouraged to share a slice of our life. Whatever speech we might be delivering, once we share a slice of our life, it is always unique. It gives that unique tinge, that flavor to whatever we share with the audience. With that, now there is something called flash stories. In a 2 sentence, 3 sentence, we can have a story. Like as I'm looking at the time or yesterday on the screen, side by side, I can see a red screen behind and somebody standing over there staring at both of us. And that brings a smile on the lips of Esther. That can be a flash story, an example of flash story. Now, let's go over to the next segment. That is another interesting segment which will be conducted by none other than Toastmaster Silpi. She's a prolific speaker who radiates a lot of positivity, a lot of positive energy whenever she has a screen presence. The screen presence is so very powerful. You can imagine when you meet her in the 3-dimensional sphere. So today she is ready to enthuse all of us and challenge all of us to take on different topics and speak on our feet. So over to you, Silpi Padhe, as the PTM of the day.
Good morning, everyone, and a very happy Sunday. Thank you, TM Manoj. When you talk, so wonderful words about me, I feel so good that such an experienced TM is saying these words for me. So thank you so much for that. So now, as per the rich formality, I'll start with my script of the day. And so here I go ahead, but then I'll tell you that what is different today with Table Topics Master. So greetings, all my dear fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. And I'm so happy that I heard that 2 of the guests are joining regularly to listen and understand. And one of the guests has joined today to practice with chalk and dusters for his next level. So that is just amazing for our club. The impromptu speaking helps you develop 4 communication skills: listening, thinking, organizing, and delivering. So to help you practice today, I have prepared few topics. I have not actually prepared topics. I'll be showing you images. And on those images, you'll have to create story within 1 to 2 minutes. And along with that story, you'll have to share the moral as well, because today's theme is tell a tale. So we'll stick to that. Toastmasters Club have a tradition of getting as many people to speak in meeting as possible. So definitely, I would like to start with my guests. I would request all of you to please volunteer yourself. I will encourage you for that so that we can have a wonderful story session today. And also, I would like to reiterate what grammarian said. I think we do not have any script of the grammarian today, but still I would like to reiterate the word of the day, that is obstinate. So I would request you all to please use that word as much as you can. And before we begin, I would request the timer to call out the timing guidelines for the topics, for the table topics. So can I please request the timer?
Do I have to continue? Or
Yes,
Imran?
TM Manoj, can you please help on this? That who will tell the timing guidelines?
Timing guideline. Imran, would you like to
Okay.
continue or Esther, I
Sure,
can
sure.
continue?
Sure. The timing guideline for table topic speaker, each speaker will have 2 to 3 minutes for the topic. So at the 2-minute timer will display green card, 2.5 minute timer will display yellow card, and at the 3-minute timer will display red card. There will be
Imran, I think we have to correct it. It is 1 to 2 minutes. 1
Oh.
minute
Absolutely, it is 1 to 2 minutes.
okay, 1 to 2 minutes. So 1.5, and 3 would be displayed respectively.
So
And
you
each
would like to
speaker
show
will
it,
have,
or will have Esther showing the
yeah,
colors?
Istria will show the timing card and I will record the time.
Okay.
TM Manoj, is it like this?
Yeah.
1 minute, then 2 minutes, and on 2 minutes they'll be showing red screen and 30 seconds will be grace. I think there is
Yes,
nothing called
yes.
as 3 minutes, right? So
Yeah.
it will be between 1 to 2 minutes. On 2 minutes, you will be showing you red screen. That will be extra 30 minutes. And before that, obviously that yellow screen
Okay.
will be shown and green will, right?
In 1.5. Yes.
So can I start for the day now? Thank you. So I'm just sharing my screen, and in the meantime, I would request volunteers to please raise your hands. Is my screen clearly visible? Can anybody confirm? Okay, thank you. So I would request volunteers to please raise your hands. Today we are going to make stories. And when we are making stories, I would like to give you a few guidelines. If you can have your characters, if you can have your expressions and the moral, which makes a complete story. So please start raising your hand.
We have
And this
guest
is my story.
Anand ready.
Sorry?
Guest Anand.
Guest Anand. Okay, so we'll go with guest Anand, and I would like to repeat the word of the day so that you can use it. It is obstinate, which means stubborn, headstrong, as already TM Ashok has told. So Anand, here it is for you. You can quickly see this image.
Yeah.
And you can start your story.
Okay.
So timer, can we start the timelines now? So your time
Yes.
starts now. I'm ending this,
Yeah.
shutting it down, right?
Thank you, Table Topic Master, for giving us such a wonderful picture. In the picture, I can see the book. Reading the book that shapes up one's personality. The reading that completely change the perspective, the way we look at the world. That was, see, during my school days, I'm a completely slow learner, right? People have told that the person has got borderline IQ. So such a way, my title I come across. My parents were worried about me, my studies. I was very ridiculous. And also I exhibit lot of bullies. And also I will discuss with my authorities with dispute, argument, power struggle that went on. After that, I started my college. I started reading. After that, I entered into my profession. During my profession, I got one of the excellent manager. He keep on reading. Whenever I go and wait and sit in to meet my clients, he keep on reads. Subconsciously, I incorporated such a personality in my behavior, in my belief system. I started reading. Now I started higher the ladder in my professional career. What I want to suggest is that the reading books, it changed the mind shape. That God has given a wonderful thing, the amazing thing, that is our cerebral cortex. If you take the lower order animals, they have only the emotional brain, that is the amygdala. So let us expand our mental horizon by reading lot of books. Let us eradicate the ignorance. The ignorance is the greater enemy lying within us. By learn, relearn, and unlearn. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Absolutely, very rightly said. Ignorance is the greatest enemy. So we shall go ahead by learning, relearning, and unlearning. I think unlearning is the biggest exercise one should do to go ahead. So thank you so much, TM Anand.
Yes.
Now my next. Okay, so this is a very cute picture. Who will be the next volunteer, or do I need to call some? Can I have any volunteers over here? Okay, so Imran, would you like to try this? Team Imran? Or I think we have Sojanya. Sojanya, would you like to go ahead with this? I was hearing you when you was talking, and he was very pleasant while talking. So can you please come over? Thank you, Sojanya.
No.
Yeah.
Actually, ma'am, this is my first session and I didn't.
In my first session also, I started with table topics. So you just need to talk about these two characters, that what do you feel after seeing them? And I think this is very interesting. So can we start your timers? Can we start your
Yes.
timer? Okay. Yes. So let's go ahead. Let's start a timer. I'm stopping my screen. Please go ahead, Sojanya. And can we pin her up? Sojanya, your timer has started. You can please start speaking. The two characters which you have seen on that.
Firstly, thank you very much, ma'am, for giving me such a wonderful image where I can see a cartoon picture. A cartoon where we all grow up watching the cartoons. And I used to watch a lot of cartoons since my childhood. There will not only get entertained, but we learn a lot of things through the cartoon, their videos. And I recently heard one news that some earthquake happened in a city, and there one child was rescued. Like he during the earthquake, he hid under the table. Because of that, he got rescued, and the entire family died. And after that, when he got some consciousness, he said that he learned the skill through watching one cartoon. So there like I was very amused. Like even in childhood, we learn like in childhood we learn a lot of things, and in cartoons they provided a life-saving skills. Like through that, we can get a lot of insights even in childhood. Like that, I would like to end up this.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, ma'am.
Sojanya. It was great. Definitely, it is up to us that what we can learn from the given situation. So very rightly conveyed message. Thank you so much. So now I would like to have another volunteer. First, I would like to know how many table topics can I take? How many volunteers can I take? If anybody can guide me on the time, 2, 3, or how many?
You can take two more.
Okay. So Imran, sorry I called you last time, but I turned to Swajanya, so I would like to give this to you. TM Imran. You are on mute.
Yes, yes, yes.
So your time starts now. You have seen picture for the maximum of time still anybody has seen. Yes.
So yeah, I always find difficult to speak on impromptu speaking, but I'll try my level best. So as I saw in the picture, there is a sheep, and I can see a person who is thinking something. So whenever I saw any sheep, I want to relate with my life. For example, if we want to drive a ship in the right direction, we need a sailor. So similarly, in our life, if we want to achieve our goal, we need a mentor in our life. Without a mentor in our life is like a ship without a sailor or without a driver. So in our life, we have to have a mentor who will always give us right direction so that we can achieve whatever goal we fixed for accomplish. So that's all from my side. Thank you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, TM Imran. And I believe that the goals you have set for you, you have been reaching them very, very positively. Like everybody can see the changes and the accomplishments, what you have done. So you have very rightly said whatever you have said. So now we have a guest Mohit also. Can I please see him or hear him? Guest Mohit, are you there? I just saw you was there. If somebody can help me, if he is still there.
Mohit, please come on the screen if you could. Or can we hear your voice?
I think he has again left. He has again left. Yes. Okay. So anybody who would like to volunteer for the next story making this thing?
If no one takes on, I can.
Oh, you would like to take, and even PB has raised hand too. We'll have to,
Okay.
if I'll be permitted for two. Yeah.
Yeah. Let PB take on.
Okay. So this is the one. So now your timer starts. PB, you are taking it, so your timer starts now. Thank you.
Okay, it's me.
Yes.
Okay. The most colorful, bright picture, because elephant is too big for me. And me, as a small kid, standing next to elephant, no way. I cannot stand next to an elephant because it may hurt me. But I can make a paper cutting of an elephant and stand next to it and look how big it is. Table topic master and my dear friends, the funniest picture, or we all wish to see sometime, is an elephant and we as a person close to each other, because elephant is considered to be as the most powerful animal. And we human beings have a tendency to control everything. I am from a state where elephants are taken into processions, into festivities, everything. And even if you can see some of the videos and pictures where elephants is adorned with lots of bright colors and things. For me, seeing that picture reminded me of the colorful celebrations. And secondly, human being, our master brain is to control anything irrespective of its size. A normal person, human being with a stick of about 4 to 5 feet normally controls the elephant. But if you torture elephant more than it's supposed to be, it revert back to you in a different way. And when this elephant gets obstinate, stay away from the gathering, because it's dangerous. Fellow Toastmasters, we got a master brain. We can control everything, but use it in the right way so that no one is hurt. Thank you.
Thank you so much, TMPB. It was just great. And this is what I was wanting when we start, as I said in starting, that story is all about expressions. So you just justified it. Thank you so much. And I was knowing that you'll do it. So purposely, I gave you this elephant picture. So now it's time for TM Manoj. And I think this will be the last one, right? Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay, no, I'll go back again. Yes. So, dear Manoj, this is for you. I know that your embroidery of words, which you do with, colorful, meaningful words, will be very well suited over here, which I really like about you. So please go ahead. Your time starts now.
Thank you so much for giving me a chance at the last. Coming at the last has its own advantage. And I was obstinately trying to get in and give a speech today. And here I am. Galaxy, that mobile phone. I always try to be away from all those digital items in my life, but I couldn't. I got posted to a remote locality in a school in Assam for 3 long years. I was the vice principal over there, looking after 500 kids, class 6 till class 12th. So all adolescents, anytime anything can happen. And it did happen. During my time, within 2 months, 2 cadets lost their life drowned in the nearby river. So it can happen at any time. So I had my mobile 24/7. But after that, I just keep my mobile away from me. That is called digital detox. Not only I'm detoxifying my body, my surrounding by following a minimalistic lifestyle. Because I feel on the lap of Mother Earth, I'll be lighter. She'll feel happy to be cradling me. And the lighter step when I walk on the road, I look at the wonderful scenes and sceneries. I pay my gratitude to Mother Earth. I speak to her. Thank you, Mother Earth, for showing me all these wonderful colors. Thank you for nurturing me. And I'm grateful to my three mothers. My physical mother who gave me birth, Mother Earth, and of course, finally, I'll get into my grave, my ultimate mother. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, TM Manoj. And believe me, when we talk about, body detoxification, it is very easy. But when we talk about mental detoxification, it is the most difficult thing we could do. And getting away from mobiles is, I believe, it's very difficult. And second best thing what I took from you is today, gratitude, the power of gratitude, which you showed. So that is amazing. So these messages come out very well in your story. So thank you, my dear fellow Toastmasters, for this wonderful attempt of yours today. And I would like to tell all of you that whenever you are going out, or whenever you are seeing characters around you, please try to figure out some stories around you. You will see that creativity is going to help you a lot. It will make you happy, because you can have a lot of creations which will lead you to another world altogether. So please try, figure out more of the stories, add more of the expressions to your life, add more of the meaning. Thank you. So now I'm over. It is over to TM of the day, TMOD, TM Manoj. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Silpi, for conducting it so well. It was very, very interesting with those pictures that you showed today. Before you sign up, could you please share a slice of your life that made you smile?
I have many slices for that matter. There are not many things which makes me smile.
One of them.
If I talk about recent slice, okay, so I'll tell you. Here there was a Kalash Yatra in Indore on day before yesterday, I think on 24th. So now we went there, and we were supposed to, why I was supposed to participate, because from my university, I'm trying to create a relationship with mayor of Indore. So it was all taken care by mayor's wife, and I was supposed to participate. Then I decided I'll not go to the end point and neither to the starting point. I figured out a point which was in between. I went there, I stood there. There were a lot of, mashals and everything, which I took hold. I got my pictures done. And end of the day, not only I did this, I went to traffic awareness program also, wherein I got got out of this jackets of volunteers. I took their jacket and I said, I'll be the one who will be taking care of the traffic now. So they were like, all of a sudden, from where she is here. So why I wanted to do it, because this was one of the major PR stunt for me, for my university. But at the same time, it was so, it was making me thrilled, enthusiastic, that I could do this. From these youngsters, I took their jacket, I could wear it, I could stand in front of the road, I can hold whole lot of traffic which I have been seeing every time. So all these things which I do spontaneously, not deciding, this gives me thrill and a lot of scope to smile and laugh, because later on I see and I think, what did I do? But I am happy doing this. So that is all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, making all of us smile. Okay, with that, we have come to the end of TTM segment. I request all of you, there is some feedback being shared in the chat. If you could give your feedback for both the speakers, both the prepared speakers of today. Now, yesterday night, I couldn't sleep properly. It was about 12 o'clock. And suddenly I heard somebody laughing, a baby's laugh. I looked up at the wall. I saw the picture of the baby. Then I don't know when I fell asleep. I was feeling a bit lonely. Around 1 o'clock, I heard again, I cannot sleep. She whispered, crawling into the bed with me. But I woke up cold, sweating, clutching the dress she was buried in. Okay, that was just an example of flash stories, two of them. Something creepy, something interesting, something that tingles our mind. Okay, now coming on to the last segment, very, very important segment of today. That is the evaluation segment. And for conducting this, I request General Evaluator Siva Lenka to take on the stage. Before that, I request a timer as those two speakers and all those speakers who spoke in table topics, have they been qualified? Either Esther or Imran, somebody who could tell us whether all the prepared speaker and table topic speakers qualified.
Okay, for table topics, right? For table
Okay.
topic alone now?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. No,
For
you
table
just tell us
topic, yeah.
whether everyone is qualified or somebody is disqualified. That much information is required.
There's one person disqualified.
Okay, that you
Slightly,
can
that's there's only one person.
If you can take the name, please.
Okay. You want the name? Our PB exceeded 2.38 seconds.
Okay. Okay.
Only slightly.
Okay.
Anand
So
is
PB
2.09. Okay.
Okay.
Anand 2.09. Saujanya
Esther will
is
come to that
1.09.
afterwards. Esther
will
will
come.
ask you the details afterwards.
Okay.
Now it is only PB won't be there for voting in the TT segment.
Okay.
And for the two prepared speakers, may I know from Imran if both of them are qualified or Esther?
Yeah. Imran 1.21. Yeah. Manoj.
Okay, both have qualified?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. Only
great.
one.
I didn't get you, Esther.
No, only one is disqualified. The rest are all qualified. Below.
Can
Yes.
I
Okay.
interrupt, please? Esther,
Yeah.
TM Manoj is asking also about the other two speakers, speaker 1 and speaker 2, other than the table topic speaker.
Oh,
So-
other than the table topic speaker. Oh,
Yes.
the two speakers when we're speaking, I was not told to time them. So
Yes,
you must
yes.
ask Imran.
I have
Imran
reports. So
has
yeah, both the speaker is qualified. Both the speaker is
Thank you.
qualified.
Thank you so much. So I'll request SA to prepare the voting links. In the meantime, we'll take on the evaluation segment. I hand it over to General Evaluator Siva Lenka.
okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. Before I start my segment, General Evaluator, first I would like to thank Toastmaster Manoj. Today you are taking around 4 roles, right? But I see that positivity and whatever comes to you, and you always be there to take off any role. Today, I think you are taking 2 evaluator, right? For the Ravinder Kaur and for PV. And 2 role, that is TMOD and the another role. Hats off to you, Toastmaster Manoj, and thanks to you and appreciate for this positivity and energetic your everything. Okay. Okay. Then I come to first segment of my general evaluator. Okay, so please help me welcome Toastmaster Manoj. Manoj evaluated the speech given by Toastmaster Ravinder. Manoj, please share your evaluation.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. The first speaker of today morning, was none other than our wonderful essay. And the topic that she chose, universal language, was very, very aptly chosen. It evolves or evokes a lot of thought in my mind. Universal language, what is universal language? And of course, she clarified it, it is the body language. And then not only she spoke about this body language of different, like from eye movement, the eye contact, then the posture, then the gesture, then the facial expressions. But all these were exemplified when she was speaking. And the icing on the cake was the everlasting smile on her lips. That attracts all the audience. It's like a magnetic charm. So today, your facial expressions are bang on. Gestures were appropriate. Posture, the way you stood over there, the way you use your hand gestures, everything had variety. It was not monotonous. So once you break the monotony, it becomes more adorable for the audience. And that's what you exhibited today. And you did bring in a bit of humor. Like, I forgot the example. When you said, your facial expression speaks more than your vocal cord, your gestures, the way you stood, looked that side. It was wonderfully done during that time. And then you brought in that about the 7:38:55. I think that is quite appropriate for all of us to follow whenever we speak. And we'll try to see that we do that. If you have forgotten, it is verbal 7%, 38% your tonality, the way you use your vocal variety, and of course, facial expression, 55. So all these are required to give an impact to whatever you speak, and you did that today. Now, one point that you can improve upon, though you met all the criteria as required to do justice to this particular speech, where in which I also felt vocal variety. Try to consciously bring in vocal variety to make it more impactful whenever you speak. I think you have aced that quality of body language. Now start working on vocal variety. With that, I sign off, giving my review to Ravinder Kaur. It was a wonderful listening to you today, ma'am. Over to G. Siva.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I got disconnected due to some bad network. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Manoj, for your valuable feedback, and you always you always provided your feedback very well. Okay, for the second thing, 1 second, let me open my agenda. Okay, for the second speaker evaluation, please help me welcome again Manoj to evaluate the speech given by PV Pitambaram, DTM PV Pitambaram. Over to you, Manoj, for your evaluation and your feedback.
The mentee evaluating the mentor, it's a difficult proposition always. But I'll try to do that. I hope I succeed in that. Let's talk. And a kind of challenge that DTM Pitambaram did today. It was a lesson for all of us. 2 impromptu speeches, back to back, timed. And the challenge was infusing humor into whatever you speak. And he was able to do that. Those wonderful facial expression. He always connects with the audience. In the beginning, when I gave him the topic, hear what you eat. The first was a question for the audience. That's a wonderful technique to connect with the audience. If somebody has gone out mentally, bring them back into the flow of the meeting is to ask a question. So the moods that he showed, carrying that bag of sugar from the market to home, and in between, having sweetening his mouth profusely with whatever to lighten that bag, was wonderfully said, and it brought a lot of smile and laughter in me. And also I saw the audience faces, those who are the cameras on. Everybody had a smile and wink in their eyes. So you succeeded in the objective that was set for this. Now coming on the second, again, it was quite challenging. The first alphabet. It's not very easy to tackle this topic. Had it been given to me, maybe I couldn't have made justice to that. But he took it to his own life story of beginning his studies in the village where people are generally taken to the village temple. And the village priest gives them or makes them write the first letter and utter it. And there again, he was able to induce humor the way he uttered that word, ha, double P. Will not forget that fa. So the positive aspects that you displayed today, connect to the audience. You always connect to the audience wonderfully well. Using the word of the day, that is another challenge. You used it twice, obstinate. Your facial expressions were bang on. It changed like a chameleon changing scholar. Your facial expression also blended with whatever you spoke. And the icing on the cake, the objectivity was to bring in humor that you did. And both the stories you ended with a moral, a takeaway for the audience. The first story, not to eat too much of anything, to land up in the hospital. Second, not to speak or utter the letter or the word that you do not understand. So it was wonderfully done. One challenge I give you is stand up and speak. Your posture need to be speaking to the audience. Thank you. Over to the G.
Siba,
You are on mute, Siba.
Hey, I'm sorry, my bad. Yes, I was speaking on mute. Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. It was very detailed evaluation for speaker to DTM Pitambaram. Okay, next we will hear from our grammarian who is listening for the good usage of the language, always a point for the improvement. Welcome, please help me welcome Toastmaster. Asuk. Yes.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, General Editor Siba. So coming back to you with my observation report as a grammarian. I'll start with the good points. I loved usage of few words in framing sentences by TM Shilpi, TM Manoj, and DTM Pitambaran, and some others of you. Mental detoxification. It was a good usage. Radiate positive energy. It was used by Manoj. Mental detoxification was used by TM Shilpi. To enthuse. To enthuse. To enthuse is to express excitement about something. Synonyms for it can be to inspire, to excite. This was again used by Toastmaster Manoj. I loved it. And Toastmaster Shilpi again used a word, rather a set of words, which I liked very much. Embroidery of words. He used it for Toastmaster Manoj. Yes, Toastmaster Manoj has always been a perfect teller master who is perfect in fitting the words into sentences. So embroidery of words, mental detoxification, to enthuse and radiate positive energy. I like these words usage. Obstinate was the word of the day. It means being stubborn. Many of you have used it. DTM Pitambaran had used it for 4 times. Manoj used it. Shilpi also used the word of the day twice, while others remained obstinate for not using it. Next time, try to use the word of the day given. One thing which I would like to point out here is that is the grammar usage while framing or while making the sentences. If there is a story which you are telling and the story is in the past, then every sentence or every word has to be in the past. If the story is in the past, then I need to. No, I needed to. One more thing, the word was is never used with word you. If we are using word you, it has to be used with were, W-E-R-E, you were. So these are the 2 points. Overall, we have to work on our grammar, including myself. I also come in that. So the grammar needs to be improved. If the story is in past, the every verb has to be in past. Thank you so much. It was quite loving listening to all of you. Thank you so much. Over to you, General Editor, Toastmaster Siba.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashok. It was very detailed grammar report, and I like the uses like you were, right? Not you was. Thanks for sharing this. Okay, then we will come to the next segment. It's very important segment of our meeting. That is a timer. We need to track our time so that we can begin our meeting in time and close our meeting within the timer. Okay. So I would like to call first Imran to share your timer report for the 2 speakers, for speaker 1 and speaker 2. Over to you, Toastmaster Imran.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Lenka. Our today's first speaker was Toastmaster Robinder. She took 7 minutes and 5 seconds for her speech. And next speaker was distinguished Toastmaster Pithambara Nair. For his first speech, he took 3 minutes and 24 seconds. And for his second speech, he took 3 minutes and 29 seconds. In total, he took 6 minutes and 53 seconds. Over to you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Imran. I know you are facing issue while showing your card, but it's good you transfer your role to Estra. Okay, now we come to the second segment. The same segment for the timer. Estra, could you please share your timer report for the table topic?
I've given to Imran. I think he will share. Imran, do we have?
Yes,
the
yes.
table topic?
Okay, fine. Thank you, Toastmaster. Sorry, Estra. Imran, could you please share the timeline for, time report for the table topic session?
Sure. So first, I would like to thank Toastmaster Istra for helping me. It was a great help for me. So for table topic speaker, our first speaker was guest Toastmaster Anand. He took 2 minutes and 9 seconds. And then guest Sojanna took 1 minute and 49 seconds. After that, Toastmaster Imran took 1 minute and 21 seconds. Distinguished Toastmaster Pithambara Nair took 2 minutes and 38 seconds. And finally, Toastmaster Manoj Lenka took 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Imran. Okay. So we completed our 2 segment, grammar report and the timer report. So today we
Siba, for the evaluation.
Okay,
For the evaluation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for the evaluation segment, our first evaluator, Toastmaster Manoj Lenka, took 3 minutes and 15 seconds. for evaluating Toastmaster Ravinder's speech. And again, Toastmaster Manoj took 3 minutes and 19 seconds for evaluating Toastmaster Pitambaran's speech. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Imran, again for your timer report. Okay, so for this meeting, we are not taking any, we are not sharing any AHA counter role because Praveen was facing some internet issue. Okay, so we have done our grammarian and timer reports. So it's now time to share my feedback for total feedback for my general evaluator. Okay, so we started
I'll
today's.
just intervene, Siva. The
Yes, please.
voting link for voting has been shared. All of you can do that while the general evaluator gives his report. Thank you. Over to Siva. Please continue.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. Okay, so coming to my detailed report, so we started meeting 10:10 a.m. So we delayed around 10 minutes due to some technical challenges in Teams, but we overcome thanks to Ravinder and everyone for your patience, and we joined back to Toastmaster. Then Ravinder, you will explain the Saha role for the introduction for the Toastmaster meeting. And the next segment, Manoj, you taken two roles, that is a TMOD and general TMOD, and the second role is presiding official. Evaluator and presiding official also, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So you've taken this two role very well, and your storytelling to asking everyone to tell a story about your smiling and all. So I liked very much. Coming to the grammarian role, Toastmaster also, you did it very well. Imran and Esther for the timer, you did it very well. Coming to Ravinder, so your speech won. It was great, amazing, and your smile gave us a positive feelings and the confident. The second speaker, DTM Pitambaram, you did it very well because within you taken two roles. You given two speaker, right, for 3 minutes and 3 minutes. You did it very well. And Silpi, you are taken. So you conducted TTM table topic section. You very well, that pictorial format and the story. It was amazing and it was nice. So only two feedback from my side. 1 second. Okay, so before we started the meeting, please rename your name. Suppose Imran, we can write your name timer _ your name. Same for the Toastmaster Ashok. You can rename yourself. Okay, now you rename. Okay, let's see. Okay, and the second feedback is we missed to spotlight the smart speaker while giving their speaker Ravinder. So we need to spotlight timer and the speaker. That's it from my side. This is my all feedback. And thank you everyone for conducting this session and this. Today I'm conducting this general load first time, so maybe I'm learning. I don't know. I'll see that recording and I do work my whatever mistake I did. Okay, thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Manoj.
You did it
Yes,
superbly
please.
well, Siva Lenka.
Let's take a
Was
shot.
Well performed.
Yes, we can.
Esther, you are saying something?
Yeah, let's take a photo. I'll take your photo. Group
Okay.
photo, everybody. Smile, yeah? 1, 2, 3. One more. Free action, freestyle. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Done.
Thank you, Esther.
Thank you, Esther. Over to you, Toastmaster Manoj.
Okay, thank you so much.
Take one more
General
picture.
evaluator.
Chandan also now
Okay.
on camera.
Okay, Chandan. Oh, yeah, okay. And then how about Saujanya?
Saujanya, please come on the screen.
Okay, are
Sujanya,
you
kindly
ready?
open.
Okay,
Sujanya, kindly open your camera.
maybe she doesn't. Okay.
No, no,
Yeah, she
just
is here.
Okay,
good.
great.
Now,
1, 2, 3. One more. Freestyle. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Thank you.
Uh, Thank you.
Okay, with that, we come to the conclusion of all the three important segments. Today, something new is going to happen over there. We need to smile. We have smiled a lot. Now, time to laugh. And we have a joke master ready to make us laugh. So, hand over to hand over to Toastmaster Ashok Gokhale, the joke master of today.
Uh, that was taken out of the agenda.
No, it was there. If you-
So it made you laugh, no?
yes.
Okay, not coming to a joke, not with a joke, but as the theme is tell a tale, right? Tell a tale.
Yes.
I'll tell one or two incidents from my life. Yes, that will compel you to laugh. I suppose. Yeah, being a person from stage or being a theater artist, I had many experiences of laughter. Imagine a scene on stage where two characters are talking, where two characters are talking, and third one is waiting in the wing for his entry, and the third character is waiting for his entry in the wing. So he has to come from inside the house, inside the kitchen, and crossing the stage and going out of the house. Now this is the scene, right? Now after that, there is a postman ringing the bell. There is a postman ringing the bell and deliver some post. This is the scene was to be played. A character was to go out of the house, then the postman has to ring the bell. Now sometimes it happens on stage where you have to show your presence of mind, or it creates laughter. What happened that day? It was in 1998 December. 1998 December. The postman rang the bell before the person left the house. Can you imagine the thing? He was to go out of the house, but he didn't go, and the postman rang the bell from outside. Rang the bell, and the character on the stage opened the door, took from the postman whatever was there, and the play carried forward from that moment only. And the person who was waiting to go out of the house, he stood there. He did not get a chance to get his entry on the stage. So sometimes this happens. Now, when the character was to go out of the house and then to come back from outside, now the entry point of his was another different, going out of the house, now coming from there. Now, when the play carried with the whatever happened, mishap happened, and the character who was to enter the stage, he went to the other door and took the entry when his time came. Now there was a laughter from the audience, because audience could not imagine, when he didn't go out of the house, how can come from outside? How can he come from outside? One more incident I will tell. When I was on the stage and I had a dialogue in Hindi, of course, and I had to see my wristwatch. No, it's a time to move on, so I should go. That was the dialogue. And when I did my hand like this on stage, I realized that I had forgotten to wear my watch. I had forgotten to wear my watch. Now what to do? Because I did this, then that is where the presence of mind comes. But the laughter came from the audience. because that he has to tell he has to deliver a dialogue and he's not wearing his watch. But then I did something. Then I asked the other character who was present in front of me on the stage, can you tell me what's the time now? Time it is 7. I have to move. So I managed it with my presence of mind. But something happens always on stage when we do mistakes. We laugh on ourselves, or we had laugh from the audience also. Next time I'll come with jokes. One thing I can tell from it's not joke, but how many of you believe that getting married is a sentence? How many of you believe that getting married is a sentence?
Depends on your partner.
Okay.
It's not a sentence.
Glory.
Actually, getting married is a bliss, supposed to be bliss, but not everybody end up with the right partner. So
Okay.
it depends on
I
the
say
partner.
getting married is a story.
Okay. So
And
getting married, getting married depends on situation, depends on your partner. Now to give a lighter note to it, getting married, don't you believe that it is a life sentence?
Yes.
So getting married is not a sentence, only a sentence, but getting married is a life sentence, isn't it?
Yes, I don't deny it, because as how it's happening around the world. Yes, but of course it's a lot on your partner.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes, very right,
And
very
how
right.
you understand your partner. A lot of men don't understand women. You must know how the women are made and how the men are made, and what is the mind of a woman and a mind of a man, how their brain is wired. Two different ways. That's why they cannot agree. A lot of things.
Yes, the perfect balance and mutual understanding has to be there. Yes.
Yeah, yes, you know why? Because and if you ask me, people study degrees after degrees, but nobody want to study about, like, the female learn about how to understand men, how to approach men, how to speak to men. And the men don't learn about how to understand women, how to, evaluate a woman's character, behavior, everything before they get married. That is the problem. That's why most of them feel getting married is a life sentence. After all, it is not supposed to be. Otherwise, God wouldn't have instituted marriage. He wouldn't require that marriage is a compulsory thing for a male and a woman. Other than that, it won't be there. Everybody can just live together, right? It's a contract.
Very right, very right, very right. Okay, over to you, Manoj.
Thank you so much, the impromptu joke master of today, and of course, the enlightening talk from Estera. With that, we conclude everything as we wait for the results. Let me ask today's guest, Anand, how was his experience?
It was a wonderful program, sir. Actually, the theme of the day, as well as the table topic, completely it was synchronized. Really, I was enjoying while I was delivering by seeing the picture. That was fantastic. Thank you for grammar tag team for giving your constructive feedback. This is highly helpful for me. Thank you very much. And finally, for giving a great opportunity to attend the program. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much for attending our meeting. Now we go over to Sujanya. Could you give us your feedback, please?
Yes, sir. This is my first session, this Toastmaster session. And from the first minute to last minute, you engaged everyone. Everyone encouraged to speak and to give their insights, what to talk, or everything was very insightful. And we, as a beginners or learners, we can get a lot of confidence on, like, seeing you people. Yes, the way you're speaking, the way you're communicating with each other, and to the, like, guests also. Thank you very much, sir, for giving me opportunity to attend this session and learn a lot from you personally. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it was
Thank you,
nice.
Sujanya, for being here with us today. and keep attending. We'll be having our next meeting coming Saturday, 8 o'clock. Please be a part of our meetings. Now
Sure,
coming
sir.
on to Chandan Yadav. Could you please come on screen and share your experience, though you came quite late to our meeting? Chandan Yadav, that's a wonderful name. Chandan, if you are there, if you could hear me. Yes. Please unmute yourself and speak.
Good morning, everyone. My
Good morning,
first, visit with all great member of Toastmaster. Very nice and inspiring for us for married life world. This is not what, this is life world. This is real life world for our real life. We are looking that everywhere. Every partner of our life, they look our life very temporarily, but this life is not temporary. This life is for our life. So very nice meeting and very nice speech by grammarian Ashok Gokhale sir and timer Asteria ma'am. Very nice. And my first attempt for this meeting, very interesting meeting for me. Thanks.
Where are you from, Chandan? Chandan, where are you from?
I am from India, Kishanganj, Bihar district.
Okay. Could you please share your telephone number, contact number in the chat so that our VP membership is going to contact you, and keep attending. Please keep attending. You encourage us with your presence. Next Saturday, 8 o'clock we'll be meeting. Please share your contact number with us. With that, now we'll request SA Ravinder with the results to be shared.
Just I'm sharing.
We have joint winners today, a lot of joint winners. So let's see who are they. So both the, let's give a huge round of applause, a virtual applause to both the winners. Both the prepared speakers did wonderfully well and they deserve this first position today. Now coming on to next segment of, okay, that was only one and only one. Thank you. Let's go to the next one. Okay, again, joint winners, me and Anand. I think Anand, you gave a very, very emphatic speech. Please keep attending our meetings and we are going to learn a lot from you.
Sure, thank you.
With that, I think we have ended. The recording can stop. Next meeting Saturday, any volunteer to take on as TMOD, the main role